Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining us today. In today's episode, we're going to be talking about Avengers Endgame and its Friday box office. Now, the news came out that the Friday box office for Avengers Endgame actually saw this movie domestically drop 74%. Now, I think on the surface, you'll probably look at that and say, wow, that's really, really bad. But you have to remember where the starting point was. In its Thursday and Friday opening, it got a ridiculous $157 million. I believe that was a record. That's just insane. So it can only go down. It still made $40.6 million on Friday. So we never expected Avengers Endgame, I believe, to continue the record-breaking streak that it was on from the first week. It was going to go down. It still could actually set records for its second week, and that's probably pretty reasonable to expect on that. Now, one of the reasons that I actually think why it dropped so much was it made overall $1.2 billion during its opening weekend. So a lot of people were seeing this movie probably 2 and 3 times during the first, 2 or 3 days. I know a few people that saw it 2 and 3 times in the first 2 or 3 days it was released. So now I think pretty much everyone that is going to see the movie has already seen it several times already. So now this weekend, you're probably going to get new people, some more repeat viewings also, but this movie was such a huge event that everyone had to go out and see the movie on opening weekend. I know I did. I saw it on Thursday night. I haven't done a second screening yet. I'll probably go and see it again in the next few weeks or so. But it's still going to pass The Force Awakens. It's still going to pass Infinity War this weekend. It's going to make a lot of money this weekend. I said 700 million, but if it makes 500 million, that's still really great. That means it'll be somewhere around 2.3 billion, for 2 weeks. That's insane, because Infinity War during this whole box office run made a little over $2 million. The Force Awakens during this entire box office run made a little over $2 billion. So, and those movies were event movies. I mean, The Force Awakens was the first Star Wars movie in 13 years. And then Star Wars was coming back. And Star Wars, at that point, was probably the biggest franchise of all time. So, Avengers Endgame is still going to shatter, I believe, Avatar. I still think this is a $3 billion movie. By far, I don't think anything is going to stop it from getting there. I said that it will probably be around 2.6 billion after this weekend. Maybe it won't be, but definitely, if not this weekend, next week is when Avatar will go down. I have no doubt about that whatsoever. And this movie will end up crossing the $3 billion mark before its box office run ends. So I think it's just a matter of everyone seeing this movie, because movie theaters, you have to remember, some movie theaters were actually showing this movie 72 hours straight to meet the demand. I mean, the demand for this movie was insanely high. I can't remember a movie theater being open for 3 days in a row straight without closing for a movie. And that was the case with Avengers Endgame. So much demand, and they had to accommodate the demand for all the people that wanted movie tickets. And so therefore, I think that's why you got a huge drop in the Friday box office numbers. But make no mistake, it's still going to kill it this weekend. I mean, people probably have already seen it 6 times, so we'll just have to see. But that's the update on the Friday box office for Avengers Endgame. Let me know what you guys think about all this in the comments. If you're new here to the channel, please hit subscribe to catch future videos from me, and we will catch you on the next video. John Matrixx, out.